Hey guys, Team SoulForge here, and we're welcoming you now to basically a review of what happened for Standard slash Boom Tournament. We'll start off with Standard. Just to let you know, we're actually sitting in the same position, so I was player A, this guy player B,
And I was player C.
Exactly. Right.
Exactly.
So, Owens wrote down our matchups because we have the memory of nothing.
Yeah, we all have terrible memories, so I thought it'd be best if I just like keep my notebook with me and just like jot down every single matchup we had and like whether it was a win or a loss.
Yeah. So, right, round one. So what was...
Okay, round one, Connor had Melody, Matt had Kagero, and I had Link Joker.
Start from 1 to 2, yeah? So basically start with you and me.
Yeah, let's go for it.
So I lost that. Cry face.
Very bad.
Got grade 1 stuck. Grade 2. Basically, okay, I opened up with 5 zeros. And then I mulliganed and I opened up with 5 zeros. And then I was top decking a grade 1, a grade 2. Still rode Blast Blade though, so it's fine. And then top deck.
Seriously, wrote
Yeah,
Blast Blade first.
I still
How
wrote
the hell?
I don't know, I win this game too much.
Yeah, I know it.
And then rode grade 3. What grade? I think I rode King and Knights. Yeah, I rode King and Knights. No, sorry. First game was Monarch. And I had Blast Blade to use, but it did nothing. I was too far behind. And then the guy, I actually had a kill shot, but he used Fina to guard. I was too tired because of what happened in the fucking morning. But apparently Fina can't just make things guard from the back.
You can't guard from the back row because Melody says, Athena's skill says you have to intercept with her. You can stack the melodies with the other skills.
Yeah. So I was dumb. I didn't read. I lost.
Yeah. For my matchup, I went against Kagero, but the problem is I started my game, got mulligans. I legit, just long game short, it was that I had to G assist 3 times, and I flopped every single one of them, trying to find a grade 1. And at the end of the game, I pretty much had all my grade 1s at bottom of that pretty much. So all I could do against the Kagero player was damage denied him. He went into the great, and he legitimately didn't do the great skill. It didn't like it really mattered because I G assisted 3 times. Basically, I just died anyway. So that's pretty much my game. I lost because G assist standard, you know. What about your own?
I went up against Brant player who early game was pretty solid, getting a good few shots in. Both of us we were on 3 damage like quite a lot of the game. I got a really solid board and went for a push on the last turn. He obviously used his skill to kind of check the top card, put it back on top. I stupidly went for a Vanguard attack first. 2 checks, crit, and heal. I lost because of Brand's skill. If I had have attacked, he actually said to me, if you get it right, you can kill me this turn.
Yeah.
I attacked with Vanguard, I lost. If I'd attacked with my rear guards, I would have won.
So in short, he had like low hand. You went attack with him.
He had low hand, and I attacked with the Vanguard, not expecting to see triggers.
Bram pretty much trolled you super hard, really.
Yeah,
if
I
you
got trolled by
didn't get heals on that drive check, you would have won the game pretty much.
Yeah.
So Bram legitimately just trolled him super hard.
I got trolled by Brian, but it was. I saw the mistake and I've made note of it.
It's hilarious how you trolled.
Alright, let's go round 2.
Round 2. So I was Shadow. I won, even though, and get this, guys. Grade. So first hand. No grade 1s, no grade 2s, no grade 3s. Mulligan. Still the same. Again, I've top deck grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. Believe it or not, I'm just going to save this here. That was for every single round of 8 rounds of Swifts. My opening hand was only triggers.
So you were getting stacked.
Yeah.
Wow.
Basically. How I won? Draw triggers like me.
Yeah, Roderick is definitely.
I slowly rode up and I slowly started to pour aggression, and I just kept sacking jaw triggers. So my Vanguard was always on 20, 23, and I was just able to actually just slowly guard and slowly build up game before I won.
Alright, so my game pretty much was, it was a fun game. Guy came down with a pint, I was like, cool, Royal Paladin player, cool. I know how to play against it because he plays it. And like, the game pretty much went back and forth for a little bit. I knew what to do against it, but the problem was he got all of his heal triggers off, two of them on 6 damage. So I pretty much was gonna kill him. So I got crit on my drive check on my Sonata counter turn, and he pretty much just went heal, and I'm like, oh, okay, I see how it is. He goes into his little Alfred combo, not Alfred, Liberator guy. Yeah, the raw paladin standard stuff. And then he just went and killed me, and that was it. I was like, okay, sure, why not? So pretty much I lost that too because triggers. What about you?
Yeah, I was against Murukuma. Yeah, one of my more interesting matchups. He didn't actually get the arresters off once. He was going more of the Shiranui route, I think. Yeah. He was going more of a Shiranui route. I had a solid hand. I was gaining momentum all through the game, and I was just able to just literally one card in hand, sniped his rear guard, and attack with Mammoth. He had to guard with 2. He couldn't, so I got the game. Round 3.
Right. Again, a loss. Right. Same
this
start
was,
as I told you.
And this one was against Angel Feather.
Yeah. So basically, Angel Feather is like protect turbo. Basically, I had a terrible hand. Obviously, I G-assisted my way to getting myself to grade 3. 6 bound cards. I've never had that in the history of Vanguard. And then he was like, okay, cool, it was okay. I had max aggression that I could at the time. And then suddenly he went, my damage zone is now just full of 4 Zerachios. Oh, okay. Right, Feather Powers, fine. Then he rode Wrath next turn, and he did Wrath again, and I was like, fine. So I'm just losing this game. And then suddenly he just goes, okay, Zerachios. He's got like 7 protect markers in hand. I'm like, what do I do?
Exactly.
I lose to protect normally, and I also G-assisted 3 times. I lose.
My matchup was against OTT. I was honestly feeling it because I feel like it's like my kryptonite when I'm as a Bermuda player, so it doesn't do too well. And I didn't have much playtesting against OTT in standard originally because I'm not that into standard. I initially thought they had crits and stuff coming with like some sort of combo, and I thought it'd be some garbage scripts, so I went for more of a grind game. So when it was back and forth turns, did what I could. He gained protect markers, I had big attacks, we just kept back and forth. Eventually he just ran out of protect markers, ran out of hand, went Sonato Caro went in on him, and I pretty much just killed him straight up. The game wasn't exactly that interesting, to be fair. That was my matchup. I won.
I went against Aquaforce for round 3. It was a pretty solid grind. In the end, I actually lost this one. He started with a pretty solid start. He actually went first. He actually got a solid start on me. Started to get quite a lot of momentum. Only I had 1 Excel circle the whole game, both of us, and he was literally going for like 5 attacks, 5-6 attacks each turn. I couldn't guard enough.
Sucks. Right, round 4.
Round 4. Connor was no shadow.
Okay, cool. So you know how there was that G-assist thing, and I mentioned that. Okay, so this was theoretically what happened if you didn't get past 0. I feel sorry for Gleim. Gleim just got Gust Blasted 5 crit to the face.
You should have run the other starter when it comes out soon. Yeah.
Bark.
Yeah. I know.
Oh, come on.
Sorry,
everyone's going to drop Gleim for Bark Goal, you know that.
Pretty much. Anyways.
But the thing is that legit, I could not ride at all. Opening hand was 0s, and then I started drawing all my grade 3s. And obviously my final damage check has to be Blast Blade.
Yay.
Of course.
Okay, as for my matchup, mine was kind of weird. Round 4 was against Royal Paladin, and it wasn't the usual build, it was the Masonic Meme Blaster. So basically I've had the playtesting as well, from Connor. So it was a pretty basic game until we did this grade 3 turn. I knew what he needed to do. Then it got to the point in the game where he attacked with Masonic Lord Blaster. I said to myself, well, I have PG, so I have to hope he doesn't get the last blaster. So his drive check was Hill Trigger and then Arc Saber. He didn't get it, so I was like, oh cool, now I can just pretty much just go for the game next turn. So I got my combo off, killed him straight up, I won the game. That was my game. What about you?
I went up against Gold. One of my harder matchups normally, but this one was actually pretty simple. I was able to kind of like get up really high numbers. I got at least 3 Excel circles on this one. It was a really easy game. He was trying to slow roll me, knowing how powerful I am, but I just went all out aggression on him. I was able to get up to GigaX twice and just literally decimated the guy with like a huge, I think it was a large Megarex and like Mammoth again. It was a really solid win.
Round 5 then, I guess.
Yeah. Round 5, you went against Beast Deities.
Okay, so press F5 for Rip Little Sage Marin.
Oh. Press F.
Little Sage Marin.
I play tested against this actually, yeah.
Beast Deity is powerful, but the thing was, he was just like get to grade 3, and this is how things were. So I not only bricked, but I had loads of triggers. So I was just like, fuck it, I'm just gonna guard. And then obviously he does that whole stand, so I took damage. And then by the end of it, which was pretty much the end of it, was just like 6 Excel markers just swinging at me. We even just went for extra damage just for lol. It was like I just gave up. Marin died proper hard.
Yeah. Damn.
So rest in peace, Marin.
Press F, pay respects. As for my game, I had Nubatama. Nubatama standard was similar to Black Premium in a sense, but like the game was a bit long because my opponent's player was thinking quite a while on his turns. So it went back and forth again. I knew what the discarding mechanic did. I tried to find out about the chicken. He didn't get. I don't think he got it off once. I don't think. No, he didn't. It was just back and forth. He had tech markers, so the game took forever. I kept nudging at him. It was the same as those team match at Open, pretty much. Went in on him continuously. Eventually, he ran out of steam and just lost. Simple as that, really. That was my game. I won. What about you?
I was against Royal Paladin. This was a Alfred build, Monarch build. Pretty solid game. I was able to rush him pretty quickly. I maintained my damage low, but in the end it was just a really massive push with a couple of solid, couple of grade 2s. Can't remember which ones it was, but he was able to take the away from me, and that was a loss for me.
That sucks. Round 6.
Connor. What was that?
Mirror match.
Did you just put that down as Flogal?
What? It's
No,
royal.
he did it, you know.
I did not put that down as royal, man. Come on.
No. Mirror match. So we let's pay respects to my troll ride, bringer of good luck, Flogal.
Oh god, no, you didn't.
I couldn't get to grade 1. I was like, go Flogal, go.
Like, fuck it.
Just to get the extra draw. Right, I quit.
Which gave me Flogal. So I'm sorry, Flogal. Respects to you. You done me well. Heal triggers were things. So this guy was going ham on me. He's going up full on typical. You know what you expect from any royal player. But he was playing the Messianic Blasters, but the thing is, I won. Because the guy just started making misplays.
Stupid misplays from up in there.
Who attacks with a 5k trigger? Who does that on a rear guard?
Exactly. Dumb.
So I did get to Marin eventually, and then eventually got to Blast Blade, and then got to King of Knights. And then I was like, so I was just controlling his rear guards constantly, just sniping them. And then eventually he just ran out of cards from doing misplays, and then just won. So, yeah. By the way, just saying this now, Elaine is my new waifu. Like 3 heal triggers. I got Messianic Lord blasted, and I got 3 heal triggers out of it. I memed my way out.
At least you got heal triggers, unlike me.
Elaine, new waifu.
Yeah. As for my round, I got PDHD because Angel Feather and nightmares about this clang sometimes. So this matchup was quite interesting. I knew what to do against it. It was pretty back and forth once again. nudging him. Another protect clan, yes. So I pretty much had the attack and turn. I remember now. I legitimately rushed him from. I put him to 5 damage on my second turn. I got some crits off and stuff earlier. I went in on him, and then like he started gaining momentum. He started guarding like that double protect marker shenanigans, and then these mobile hospital thingamabobs started appearing, didn't they? So I was like, cool. I knew how to guard the first one, and then I made a kind of like a mishap because I thought it was a rear guard squad. I was like, oh, it's a vanguard squad too. I was like, ooh, okay. So King Guard Sentinels, Sod's Law. I legitimately had 3 PGs in hand. It's almost like he knew. So he attacked with it. So I was like, okay, 3 PGs in hand. And I have to calculate what I need to do here. I go for a 2 pass because that was the only thing I could do. My 2 teammates were there at the time because I was the last one to finish. And I was like, 2 pass. Okay. George Trigger? Banks on Vanguard. I was like, oh, I looked at him like, who does that? Like, come on, seriously. And he goes, Hill Trigger. And I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll lose him. Whip and pepperoni. Please give me Hill. No, don't get Hill.
You lucked out on that one.
Yeah, I got really lucky and I just pretty much lost the game. Can't answer that, really.
Mine
and Yoga
was Narakami. I was unlucky with this one. He was taking out my rear guards quite often. It was unfortunate because he was binding the perfect cards to actually counter my strategies. I was unable to intercept, no really luck on guarding either, and that was a bad loss for me.
Wow.
Round 7.
Round 7, yep.
Okay, so this time we're paying respects to our boy Pongle.
Oh,
You always pay him respect, don't you?
pay respect.
Rest in peace, Pongle.
Rest in peace.
And then I started. Eventually, I actually ended up having all 3 of Pongles in my hand. Like, so I wrote Pongle and then I had my other 2, and then I was just like, fuck it, Pongles, go boys.
Was this the new the Markuma matchup?
Yeah.
Where you went double arrestor and you couldn't do anything about it.
Oh no, you had the
Pongle couldn't stand. No, I did get to grade 3 eventually.
Yeah.
But I soul charged 2 of my heal triggers with Pongle.
Oh no, Pongle
I went,
soul charge
I went
heals.
Pongle go, soul charge. No. So Pongle got slapped around a little bit, and then I eventually went, and then I went Akane got out of Pongle, and then Pongle killed. So I pay respects to rear guard Pongle, and then basically just like went. And then I got to grade 3, and then he was like going, oh, it's fine, I'm like sniping off his arresters, and he's like, fine, call him from hand, and just locks me out of the game. I'm like, oh,
You got locked out. Damn.
My matchup was pretty fun. I went against, you two have some laugh about this. I went against Tim with OTT.
Oh yeah, Tim.
This was a good matchup. So basically, we did the dice roll. I thought I'd let you know this now. I've lost every dice roll this weekend. But as I was saying, that includes premium, which is kind of a spoiler, oh well. But basically what happened was, the dice roll, I rolled Snake Eyes. He legitimately went, well, I'm gonna roll 1 dice now. Like, he was a kid. This is the funny part. Rolled a 5. It's okay, cool, game starts, okay. Typical OTT shenanigans happen, back and forth. And eventually, got more combos off. I swear I kind of bricked halfway or something because my hand was starting to lag, and it got really late into the game because of the way protect matchups work. And then eventually he did loads of calculations. He knew what I had in every zone. This kid was smart. And then I went for my turn. I didn't get any triggers on any of my drive checks as well. I think he healed twice. And then as soon as he started his turn, he goes, final turn! I'm like, oh, how cute, how cute
is this?
I was like, okay, I think I've lost anyway. So I decided just to lean it out and be like, okay, I'm going to guard everything on the Vanguard, see what happens, gets the 2 pass. I think, did he get the 2 pass?
Nah, he got 2 triggers.
He got the 2 pass.
Yeah, slapped him on the rear, and I was like, ah, fuck it. Pretty much, I just lost. So,
you know what though, I will add this. I do love it how he slapped them on the victorious deer.
I
which
know.
made him rather victorious.
Nice.
The only reason my guys rang, I was just wanted to be out of the game because I knew I'd lost anyways. Either way, if I'd like let it go, I'd have got crits, and then, you know, I never get hill triggers for some reason.
For some reason,
my green head hill trigger for Melody build doesn't seem to want to appear, so she don't like me. What about your matchup?
Unlike these 2 guys, I actually won my match. I went against Aqua Force again. I learned from my from my first game, I was able to get up to a good threat number. I was actually more focused on kind of controlling the game this time, not letting him get too many rear guards up on the board, kind of maintaining his presence while keeping a solid pack on mine. Same as my first actual win. It was just sniping out the rear guards and going for a mammoth play to kind of like get him down. Like we were both on a solid 3 for the whole game, and it's like I just decided to go an all-out rush on the last turn. Took out his rear guards with my with the van and another rear guard, and just hit him with a mammoth when he had 1 card in hand without any intercepts, and it was just a straight easy win.
At least you learned from the other matchup.
Yeah.
Dark Force isn't exactly the best deck in the game at the moment until the Maelstrom sport.
Yeah, the Maelstrom sport. Yeah.
Pretty much. Round 8.
Yep, and finally round 8.
So final rest in peace to Blaster Blade. Never got past Blaster Blade, and also round 3 were the last 3 damage checks I got.
Who'd you play against? Kagura?
Wow.
Kagura.
Yeah, it was a Kagura match.
He was like, but here's the thing. I got the Blaster Blade, and I had nothing. I actually could ride, by the way, to get to grade 3 this time because of one of the damage checks I got. My first damage check brought me into a monarch. Here's what happened. He went, fine, I don't have Overlord. I'll ride this like grade 3. I don't know what it was called, but he milled top card. It was like a normal unit or something, and it just gained a crit out of nowhere. And I'm like, okay, guard. It's 2 to pass, and he's like double crit. Oof. Took me out of the game. I had no jump.
Right out.
Sad, really. That happens as standard. That's for my matchup. Mine was pretty short and sweet, really. It was Pale Moon. I vaguely knew what to do against it. So, that was my only Axel matchup all day as well. So, I did what I did earlier. I got double Lisa Lottie off. So, I went Lisa Lottie first turn, Lisa Lottie second turn. Went in, put him. I think I put this person to like 4 or 5 damage on the second turn. So I pretty much just went in grade 3. They somehow guarded my first grade 3 turn. I can't remember the exact specifics of it, but like they guarded the first grade 3 turn, and then on my second grade 3 turn, because they had a weak turn afterwards, I was like, I guard this, guard this. I was over guarding because I knew for a fact I've got this game. There's no way I lose because I'm playing Melody. Come on, man. Second turn went. I got almost like Zodia board. I like three Sonatas, front row, double Caro back row, and I think there was a Fina. And I went in like 7-yard kill. Oh, how big are these numbers? I was like, yeah, these numbers are big because the way Melody deck works. So I pretty much just won that game as well. That was mine.
Yeah, I went against my my first real fun match that day against Hamske, Great Nature.
Nice.
Yeah. We had a really good back and forth. Kind of, I was taking out them. They were kind of going rolling with me, and we were kind of. It was get pretty intense game. Like high damage all game, and I able to eke out the win just by just on a solid Death Rex. Just coming down and just like completely getting rid of, like just going for a massive push with like I think it was ended up something like 60 it was a 62 Death Rex with a crit. Nice. Poked him out, no heals, and I got that win.
I'd like to quickly mention that I lost all my dice rolls for standard.
Yeah.
And we need to mention the clans we played. Well, obviously you played World Paladin because you kept on F to pay respects. Me, Melody, Tier 0 is overrated. That's what I put on my deck list. And true.
Yeah.
I think it's overrated. I think Melody is actually an overrated deck.
Yeah, and
it's pretty much like big lanes like Neo Nectar and Spikes and all that. Yeah, what did you play, sorry?
And if you haven't guessed it yet, I played Tachikaze.
No, we didn't guess it because you didn't say it. We kept it a secret to the end. That's why I asked at the end.
Yes. Well, if you hadn't guessed by the units, I was playing Tachikaze.
Oh yeah, because you mentioned Rex on your very last game.
Right,
so
and Mammoth.
should we auto up to premium now, yeah?
Well, what we're going to do is we're going to stop the video here. We're going to start a new one because more content.
Yeah, pretty much. We'll just take a 5-minute break or something and come back here.
Yeah. Alright, see you guys in the next bit.
Alright, ciao.